Hi, I'm Steve Mitchell, aka The Michelli from themichelli.com, and in this episode, it's day 6, the end of day 6 of my 12-day extended water fast. So after yesterday being such a tough day, went to bed, woke up, determined, a bit annoyed at myself. I mean, I'm the type of guy who, if I set my mind to something, I can be pretty stubborn, really. And especially if someone says, that can't be done, and I believe there is a way to do it, then I will fight tooth and nail to prove that it can be done. Yesterday didn't feel like that. That didn't feel like me yesterday, so I woke up really annoyed at myself. But I was full of optimism because it was such a tough day, and I'd done that salt flush that I must have lost 5 pounds. Okay, so I'm exaggerating, but I felt like I would have lost a lot of weight. Jumped on the scales this morning. Yesterday I was 78.1 kilos, and this morning I'm 78.2 kilos. I can't explain it. I have no idea. I felt like I flushed away an extra 2 pounds and I was still fasting, just having water, or lemon water actually. I can't explain it. I'm baffled. But as I took all my stats, actually, even though I put on a little bit of weight, something very interesting came out of it. I have lost more inches off my tummy, not inches, but my tummy has come down by another centimetre, and every centimetre counts. And I looked at my stats for my body fat percentage, and my body fat percentage is coming down, and my total fat's coming down, but my lean mass has not changed throughout this whole period. In fact, not only has it not changed through the 6 days of total water fasting, but it hasn't changed since the 5th of August when I started my fasting journey in general. My lean mass has not changed at all. So anyone, there was a lot of speculation that you're going to start losing muscle mass after the first day or the first 72 hours or the first week. And, I'm not making this up. I'm recording the stats every day. For those of you who have been following my spreadsheet, you can see that I'm recording my stats really well, and my lean mass has stayed around 60, 61 kilos, right? It's not changed. I think any fluctuations are going to be down to measuring anomalies, but not down to my mass changing, and it certainly hasn't decreased over the time that I've been doing fasting. So that just kind of fired me up even more. So I thought, well, why did I struggle yesterday? Well, I struggled because I was around food. So today I made sure that I was going to be even more around food, and I was just going to get used to it. I also felt really strong today, really energized. So I went against all the research, I went against all of the advice of everyone who is putting comments on YouTube videos or all the other YouTube guys, and I did some not highly intensive strength training, but some good bodyweight resistance training. I have a pull-up station. I've never been able to do pull-ups, and I went out, and whether it's because I'm a stone lighter, but actually I cranked out some pull-ups, and I decided that from then I was going to finish my rep range. I was going to do 20 pull-ups, but I could only manage 3 proper ones, and then the rest were negatives. Then I came in and I pushed out 20 push-ups, no problems. And I say no problems. My form, watching the video back, my form was pretty terrible, but I still managed to do them. And then I did 20 squats with a kettlebell. It was a light kettlebell. It was only 12 kilos. But I did it literally one exercise after the other. So it was quite intense for the few minutes. I'd say probably exercised for about 20 minutes in total. It wasn't too long, but it was more than I was used to. And at the moment I stopped, I took my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was normal. My pulse was elevated, but of course my pulse is going to be elevated from doing an exercise. I then took my blood pressure about 3 or 4 minutes later just to see if it was a delay, if there was a delayed reaction with blood pressure, I don't know, I'm not a doctor. And no, blood pressure is fine. If anything, it's on the low end of healthy. So everything's good, my pulse is back to normal. So I think I can push myself a bit more. I'm not going to do the same exercises every day, but I'm going to add in a little bit of physical activity now and try and really make the most of it. And I felt strong all day. I felt amazing. Again, there's been no hunger pangs, there's been no dizziness, no lightheadedness, no tummy ache, no problems of any kind. I really sincerely believe it's how I prepared for the fast, and the fact that I'm taking, well, I was going to say the fact that I'm taking supplements, the fact that I'm taking at least a multivitamin every day, I think, and the fact that I didn't ditch coffee altogether, so I have been having 1 cup of coffee a day. I think that's really helped me through. I don't think I need all of the supplements that I've been taking, especially not the psyllium husk, so they've gone after 1 day. I actually left all of my supplements at work on Thursday when I had to take my son to the hospital, and I've not been back to that office since. So I didn't take them on Thursday because I would generally have them at lunchtime. So Friday I was in a different office, Saturday, Sunday, today's Sunday. I've had some multivitamins at home, so I've just been taking 1 a day of those, and my lemon water, and I would have thought after 4 days I would have felt some side effects. Nothing. Feel fine. Feel great. So I'm going to have less supplements, 1 multivitamin a day, lemon water, 1 cup of coffee. That's my lot. So I was so determined that I was going to beat those feelings that I had yesterday, and the fact that food kind of was winning the battle against me. I felt defeated mentally. I put myself in front of food as much as I could. And at lunchtime, when I said to my kids, what do you want for lunch? They said, we want KFC. I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to buy you that stuff anymore. How about I make you some KFC? So I researched a healthy ketogenic alternative to KFC. It was chicken fillets, and it was in an almond and parmesan crust. Actually, there was a number of recipes I kind of cobbled together. I'm really pleased I did because they turned out brilliant. And I made zucchini fries, and I made a homemade milkshake with pure cocoa powder and hazelnut milk. Family loved the food, so that was a really good thing. And I went out and I bought the ingredients, and I was walking up and down the food aisles, and I didn't have any issues. And I came back and I cooked it, well, as much as I could. Clearly, Mrs. Michelli, master of the kitchen, kept a careful eye on me and made sure I didn't make too many mistakes. But all in all, it was a great success. And I sat with them while they ate their food, and I've had no issues. So I'm getting control of my feelings about food and the stimulus of food. And it's day 6. So if I can feel like this on day 6, and now, today, I feel like I could go forever, which is probably worrying. I don't want to go too long, but I definitely feel like I've got through the worst of it. I could go as long as I feel healthy, and I feel very healthy. As always in these videos, I like to show you the proof of my progress. So today is the end of day 6. It is Sunday the 3rd of September, I think then. When I got on the scales this morning, I was 78.2 kilos. I'm feeling pretty good, and I think I'm just feeling better about the fast, far better than I was yesterday. So if you like this video, please like. If you want to carry on following on with this journey, please click the subscribe button. I will include links to any of the previous days in this series if this is the first video that you found. And you can follow me on social media. I'm The Michelli on almost everything. And don't forget to see my blog at themichelli.com. See you tomorrow.